what I have seen for myself is shocking. Where patients go to a health center and the nurses in attendance are just busy sending texts to other friends, or they are busy on their Facebook. This is unacceptable. This health center. And instead of setting an example, you transfer her to another, you are transferring the problem. And this is unacceptable. If you think that a baby is not a human being, you are making a huge mistake. So that I will deal with the situation, because can you believe that we spent a lot of money, government funds and personal funds, to make the hospital, Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital, the best, not only in the Gambia, but the best in the sub-region. We had a CT scanner, and it was epileptic. Today it is good, tomorrow it's not good. We had one of the best X-ray machines in Africa. They destroyed it. He decided to warn them. I have no objections to that. But if they fail to heed his warning, and the patients continue to die unnecessarily or are not attended to, his head will roll as a minister. If you look at all the ministries, the Ministry of Health has the highest turnover of dismissed ministers. And I'll continue the trend, not only health, but from now, all the ministers, if you don't want to work, go home. Simple and straightforward. This is not a conscript army where you are obliged to serve. So, up to today, what I have found at the Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital has shocked me. That's the only most negative part of the year. But I'm going to clean it. A bulldozer leaves a lot of things under. I'm going to use razor wire, detergent. The strongest detergent is what I'm going to use. Use a bulldozer, a grader, and then a compacting machine to make sure that even grass will not grow there. But if you think that that's only for the hospitals, that applies to the entire civil service. All the services of this government. If you think the salary is small, go home. Because I don't think you'll be happy to know that your uncle, or your father, or your brother, or your mother, or sister died at the operating table because they couldn't provide enough oxygen. How much does it cost? When we have provided for them a world-class oxygen plant. Even when it came and the WHO resident then came and saw it, he said, this is a big step forward. But other areas also, the police, they still continue their malpractices despite the fact that it has. Because you think you can oppose the government, it's fine. You can hate Jammeh, it's fine. But don't have ill will towards innocent people that have nothing to do with me. It's not the Gambian people that you hate or the APRC members that you hate. They didn't put me in power. It's Allah who put me in power, and Allah who tell me when to leave, and nobody else. So, but what type of leader would any sane person elect who wishes people to suffer in order for them to vote for him? When things are good, they are angry. When things are bad, they are happy. We are calling for national development. Even this youth program, we are not saying APRC youth. But if you tell the youth, he wants to turn it into farmers, he wants to turn it into fishermen. We have not passed a law that says that no other organ or individual or group should employ youth. If you have a better alternative, give it to the youth. That's what I want. What I want to see is prosperous youth. To the West, and we bait for police harassment every day, or you are sent to a concentration camp called asylum seekers camp. That is a maximum security prison. You have never been arrested in this country. You go there only to be arrested and thrown into jail. Sometimes you come home, you are mad. That's not what I wish for the young people of this country. I wish for them something better than what I had when I was in their schools. And that's why we are doing everything possible to provide education, to arm the students, the children of this country with the necessary life tools that will make them valuable citizens wherever they go. And that's education. But unfortunately, right? Then they move the visa from the Gambia to Ghana. And we belong to the Commonwealth, where Her Majesty is the supreme leader. What are Gambians benefiting from being members of the Commonwealth? At least if there was free visa, one would have said, okay, at least they are going to UK free of charge. Without a visa, because that was there before. So, what is common in the Commonwealth? There is nothing common. We don't have anything in common. But to buttress it all, I've made it very clear that Gambia would no longer be a member of any neo-colonialist, imperialistic, vampire organization that will suck our blood and tell us how we should live. You want to be a slave? You don't cherish your independence? You want somebody to go and tell your children to be homosexuals because you belong to an institution, an ungodly institution? So if I say we are not going to take that, am I not doing it in the interest of the country? Yes. So, okay, at least they are going to UK free of charge. Without a visa, because that was there before. So, what is common in the Commonwealth? There is nothing common. We don't have anything in common. But to buttress it all, I've made it very clear that Gambia would no longer be a member of any neo-colonialist, imperialistic, vampire organization that will suck our blood and tell us how we should live. You want to be a slave? You don't cherish your independence? You want somebody to go and tell your children to be homosexuals because you belong to an institution, an ungodly institution? So if I say we are not going to take that, am I not doing it in the interest of the country? Yes. So